Good morning, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, or whatever daytime you're having at the moment. How have you been, people? How's your week been so far? Welcome to Takeaway English class. Here's your teacher, Mary. I hope you're all doing great and ready to level up your English today to improve your English skills. If you are just joining, if you're new here, to you, if you are a first-time listener, welcome to Takeaway English class. I've created a two-month course on the phrasal verbs. This is my brand new book. Good morning, Jasmine. How are you? And we're going to learn phrasal verbs, the grammar behind phrasal verbs, the logic behind phrasal verbs, right? Good morning, Xiao Xiao. However, glad to hear that, Jasmine. So I was saying that, I've prepared a two-month course related to the phrasal verbs, or to be precise, the grammar behind phrasal verbs. However, before we dive into phrasal verbs, we already learned the part of speech in English, right? And of course, today's lesson is going to be about parts of speech. Morning, Celia Costa. So the reason why I wanted to learn the parts of speech in English is that no matter what grammar topic we're learning, if we don't know, if we don't understand the parts of speech, meaning how English sentences are built, it's almost impossible to make sense of sentence structures, word order, or grammar rules in English. Parts of speech are the foundation of the language, right? And that's exactly where our learning should begin. We have already learned. Oh, Celia, thank you so much. That means a lot. We're doing great, thank you. And we have learned some of the parts of speech during our previous live lessons. That is, we have learned good morning, Doa. We have learned verbs, nouns, pronouns, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, right? However, some of you didn't understand Oh, I understand. I was going to go over some of the part of speech that is conjunctions and interjections. But no worries, I couldn't upload the video on the conjunctions and interjections. That's why I decided to go over conjunctions and interjections, so we can repeat them. Maybe we can learn something new, and then I can upload it. Thank you, Xiao Xiao, for the share. Really appreciate it. Hi, Willie. Thank you, dear. Have a good one. Have an amazing day. Guys, thank you for the follows, for the likes, for the shares. Really appreciate it. And of course, please don't forget to tap the screen and send good energy. Your likes show me that you enjoy being here with me. And let's just push this live out to other people who want to improve their English skills. Okay. Okay, before I get to the conjunctions and interjections, let's just do a quick exercise. So, to make sure you remember everything we've learned, it was Wednesday, right? Yes, during the last live lesson. Right. Okay, so let's do it. Exercise number 3. If you are a first-time listener and you don't know what the parts of speech in English are and how to use them, please do find me on YouTube. So you can watch our previous live lesson where I've explained the parts of speech. Okay? Because now we are going to do the exercises. So to make sure that people who were joining my previous live lessons remember everything we have learned, and then we are going to go over conjunctions and interjections. Okay, so exercise, let's just do exercise number 3. Number 3. Quick exercise, just to make sure you remember everything, right? We have learned. Oh, hi Leah. Hi, lovely. Thank you very much. Okay. And yeah, guys, top of the screen, do share the live. Please follow Takeaway English. That would be amazing. Okay, exercise number 3. Read the sentences, then find and check the parts of speech. It's an easy one. However, you all know that repetition is the key, especially when it comes to the languages. And of course, let me know if you can see everything properly and if you can hear me clearly, okay? And of course, if you don't understand something, feel free to ask and I'll explain it over and over again. Okay, so Jasmine is saying an is an article. Exactly, an is an article. Bought is a verb, right? Bought is a verb. Expensive is an adjective. Excellent. What about house here? It's a noun. Excellent. It's a noun. Is it a subject noun or an object? It's an object, Xiao Xiao. Excellent. It's an object. It receives the action, right? He bought an expensive house. Great. Number 3. My son has a beautiful car. Has a beautiful car. Okay, let's start with beautiful. What is it? It's an adjective. Excellent. It's an adjective. Why? Because it describes noun, right? Not a verb or adverb or adjective. It describes noun, so it's an adjective. Excellent. What about has? Has. Helping verb. Excellent. It's a helping verb. It's a helping verb and it describes possession or ownership of someone, right? Okay, number 4. He's very happy. He's very happy. What is okay, someone's saying it's an adjective. Jasmine, excellent, it's an adverb. How come it's not an adjective and it's an adverb? It describes the word happy. It describes the verb happy, right? Happy is an adjective. Can an adjective describe another adjective? No, right? We already know that adjectives describe only nouns, such as it can describe house, it can describe car, it can describe bed, but not adjectives such as happy. Only adverbs can describe adjectives, adverbs or verbs, right? So this one here is an adverb. That's the difference between adjectives and adverbs. Okay, what do you think about the word he? Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes, guys. Personal pronoun. Excellent, Jasmine. It's a personal pronoun. Yeah, it's a noun, right? However, when we want to avoid repetition, we use pronouns, right? We can say that it's a noun as well. However, when we use he, she, it, they, them, etc., they become pronouns. He is very happy. So here, very is an adverb, not an adjective, okay? Number 5, the dog sleeps under the bed. The dog sleeps under the bed. Under. Preposition, excellent. It's a preposition of place, right? Where is the dog? It's under the bed. Hi there from Brazil. Yeah, it's a preposition. Excellent. Okay. Can someone find a verb in the sentence? A verb. Thank you very much for the follow. Sleeps. Great. It's a verb. Number 6. My brother runs quickly. Adverb. Great. It's an adverb. It's Mac, Bobby. Very well done. It's an adverb. Why? Big asset, Xiao. It's an adverb. Why? Because it describes the verb run. Right? It's an adverb. Anne is my sister. Excellent, Bobby. It's a noun, right? Excellent, yeah. Run is the verb and quickly describes how fast he runs. It's a noun. Can someone tell me an is a subject of the sentence or the object of the sentence? And if it's a common noun or proper noun, it's a subject. Excellent. It's a noun. It's a proper noun. Very well done. We already know that proper noun name specific names, places, people, and they always start with a capital letter, right? Yeah, Mustafa, very well done. It's a proper noun. Okay. Can someone find a pronoun, a possessive pronoun in a sentence, in this sentence? No worries, Xiao Xiao, since I've already explained the difference between the categories of nouns, just find me on YouTube, Takeaway English 444, and find the video related to the essential grammar, parts of speech in English. I've uploaded my saved live lesson there. Exactly, my is a pronoun here. Number 8. I like Anne, but she doesn't like me. Conjunction. Great. It's a conjunction. Number 9. Wow, you look beautiful. Wow, you look beautiful. Interjection. Excellent. It's an interjection. Very well done. Number 10. My family and I go to the park. Conjunction. Excellent. Leah, thank you for the share. And is a conjunction. The flowers bloom in the garden. Bloom, it's a verb. Great. Number 12. Tom and Anne go to school every day. Nouns. And the last one, the phone is in the bag. Preposition. Very well done. It's a preposition. Okay. You're doing great, guys. Now, what do we have here? Okay, let's just do this one as well, okay? Is it Jill or Gil? I don't understand nouns. So do find me. Can you explain, please, how I know preparation? I'm sorry, Sam. You mean prepositions or preparation? Guys, if you don't understand the parts of speech, or if you are a first-time listener, or you missed previous live lessons, find me on YouTube. Takeaway English 44, right? And then find the video, Essential Grammar, Parts of Speech in English, where I explain everything related to the parts of speech. Okay? Except of conjunctions and interjections. Somehow I wasn't able to upload the video related to conjunctions and interjections. It was a separate one. So today I'm going to go over conjunctions and interjections. So you can learn only conjunctions and interjections, and then go onto my YouTube channel and learn the other parts of speech, okay? So let's do this one. Early is the adverb and new is the adjective. Let's see. They arrived early, okay, adverb. Why? Because it describes arrived, the verb arrived. And new is an adjective. Why? Because it describes noun, right? Noun, verb. Okay, number 3. She looked at the beautiful painting carefully. Exactly. Take away English 4. That is, take away English 4 and 4. However, there is a link in my bio. If you click the link in my bio, it will take you on my Ko-fi profile. There you can find my YouTube link, my everything, extra information about my channel, and everything you need to know. Okay. She looked at the beautiful painting carefully. And of course, if you are new here, I go on live from Monday from 10:30 European time to Friday. Beautiful is an adjective, right? Because it describes painting. And carefully is the adverb. Great. Number 4, The sun shines warmly every morning. The sun shines warmly every morning. Warmly is an adverb. Big asset. Shine is a verb, right? It's a verb. It describes the action of the sun. No, it's not an adjective. You can say Jasmine, because we also add s, like we do with the normal verbs when we are talking about the third person subjects, right? Shines, so it cannot be adjective or an adverb. It describes the action. The sun shines warmly every morning. So we have only verb here. And every also, right? Every describes morning. He speaks loudly during the important meeting. He speaks loudly during the important meeting. Loudly is an adverb. Important is an adjective. Very well done. Number 6. The old car stopped suddenly in the middle of the road. Old is an adjective. Why? Because it describes car, right? Suddenly is an adverb. Number 7. The big dog ran quickly across the green field. Big is an adjective. Quickly is an adverb. Excellent. Number 8. The small dog barked loudly at the passing car. Small is an adjective. Loudly is an adverb. Great. Number 9. The green apple tasted sweet. Exactly, here, sweet is an adjective, right? Not an adverb, because it describes apple. And we have another adjective, green. Number 10, they speak fluently in 3 different languages. Fluently, it's an adverb. What about different? It's an adjective, great. And the last one, the young boy smiled brightly at the happy dog. Brightly, adverb. And young is an adjective. What about happy? Adjective. Great. Okay, guys. Now we can move on to the conjunctions and interjections. Before we move on to the interjections, let's take a 2-minute break, okay? Bear with. I'll be back in 2 minutes, so don't go anywhere. I'll be back in no time, okay? And of course, please tap the screen, share the live, follow, and yeah, tap the screen, okay? Let's get this live to 10K. That would be amazing. Okay, I'm back. Oh, hi Serenita, how are you? Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes, guys. Okay, what is an interjection again? It's a word or phrase that expresses a strong feeling or reaction or emotion, right? And we know that interjections often stand alone, showing emotions such as surprise, pain, excitement, happiness, right? What are some of the most commonly used interjections in English? For example, oh, oh. Let's make it with an exclamation mark. Oh. Well, if you mean the parts of speech, it's a 18-page PDF that you can find it. If you just click the link in my bio, it will take you on my Ko-fi profile. And you can find all the products I'm using during my live lessons. If you mean phrasal verbs, you can find it as well. However, note that this book is for A to B1 levels of English. But I think people who join my live lessons and can understand what I'm talking about during my live lessons, they can understand the book as well. And of course, if you purchase the book, that we're going to learn from the next week, from Monday. This book, we're going to start using this book from the next week, from Monday. And if you purchase this book, you'll get this PDF for free. Okay? However, even if you purchase my product, that is the book, the PDFs, or whatever it is, it'd be better if you join my live lessons and practice this book, these PDFs with me. So if you have questions, if you don't understand something, you can always ask me and practice everything with me during my live lessons. So you have possibility to practice my products with me. Okay? Interjection. So I was saying, oh, it's a commonly used interjection, right? And it shows surprise. For example, oh, I didn't expect to see you here. Right? Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. I hope you can see everything properly. Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. Or maybe, wow, with exclamation mark. Wow, your drawing is amazing. Or wow, you look beautiful. And of course, you can see that interjections often stand alone. They don't belong to the sentence. They stand alone. Or, gosh, that's a big dog. Or, what, with a question and exclamation marks. What? You're leaving already? What? You're leaving already? So these four interjections express surprise. Some of the interjections express happiness. Hooray! Hooray! We won the game. Hooray! Well, informal writing, no, they are more of informal speaking and writing, right? However, there are some of the interjections we can use in formal writing, such as indeed, for example, right? There are also interjections that express pain. For example, ouch. Ouch, I bumped my knee. Ouch, I bumped my knee. I hit my knee accidentally, right? Ouch, I bumped my knee. They also can express disbelief. For example, oh no. Oh no, I forgot my keys. We can use also seriously. Seriously, again, seriously, you forgot your keys again. Okay. Hey, for example, hey, wait for me, calling attention. Or listen. Listen, I need to tell you something. For example, listen, I need to tell you something. Or look, I didn't mean to upset you. Now, as you can see, even normal words such as listen, such as look, such as stop, can function as interjections if they express a sudden emotion or reaction. So even normal words can function as interjections when used suddenly with strong feeling. For example, stop, or help, or great, or fine. They express emotions, right? And they stand alone with an exclamation mark, sometimes with a comma, okay? However, note that they are not grammatically connected to the sentence, okay? They stand alone. They are not grammatically connected to the sentence, right? So, interjections, again, show feelings, and punctuations, such as comma, exclamation marks, show how strong the feeling is. We usually use commas after interjection when it doesn't show something really strong. For example, here, listen. It's not strong, right? Listen, I need to tell you something. Okay? So it's a part of a sentence and it's not too strong. Listen, I need to tell you something. Okay? Another example. For example, well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It doesn't show us a strong emotion, right? Well, I don't know. Okay? Or maybe, oh, I didn't see you here. They are not too strong, right? So we can separate them with a comma. However, with wow, you look amazing, it shows strong feeling. Or what? What do you mean you're late? So it shows strong feeling and emotion. Or hooray, I passed the exam, shows strong feeling. Or ouch, I bumped my knee. Okay? So, when using interjections, if you want to express strong emotion, just use exclamation mark. If your emotion is not too strong, use comma. Okay? However, some of you didn't know what does a comma mean, right? During the last live lesson. So, a quick one. Punctuations in English. Let me just... punctuation in English. Number 1. Does anyone know what is it? What do we call it? That comes at the end of the sentence. Okay, dot, period, full stop. Excellent. Period. Yeah. In British English, it's usually a full stop, exactly. In American, periods. Right? Full stop. Or period. Right? So, for example, we can say, Tom bought an expensive house, full stop. Or Tom bought an expensive house, period. Right? Okay. Dot, exactly. We can use dot, for example, when we provide an email. For example, take away dot English.com, right? We can say. We can also call it point when it comes to mathematics. For example, I can say 3.14, right? However, when it comes to the sentences that we put at the end of the sentence, it's a full stop. Then we have comma. What is comma? To separate ideas, right? To separate ideas. Then we have number 3. So it's a comma. Then we have exclamation mark, shows strong feelings. Exclamation mark. Then we have question mark. Number 5, colon. Introduces a list or example, right? We have also semicolon, joins 2 related sentences. It's called semicolon. Okay. And the last one, 3 dots, also called ellipsis, semicolon, 3 dots, also called we often use the 3 dots with interjections. For example, when we are surprised, confused, or when we are thinking. For example, where is colon? Yeah, okay. Colon. It's a colon. Introduces a list or examples. For example, examples. And then you can list examples or lists or something. Okay, no worries. And yeah, we use these three dots, also named ellipses. Ellipses. When we are thinking, for example, maybe tomorrow. Sorry, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Or we can say, well, thinking, I don't know. So it depends on the contexts. We can use exclamation mark with interjections when we want to express strong feelings or emotions. We can use, so with strong feelings, for example, 100%. We use comma when the feeling isn't too strong, right? Let's say 50%. We use comma, we use exclamation, and we use three dots, also called ellipses, when we are thinking. Okay? Okay. And the last one is conjunction, right? Conjunction. So again, what are conjunctions? Conjunction is a word that connects words, phrases, or clauses together in a sentence. For example, and, but, or, nor, for, yet, so. They are conjunctions. Right? There are coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions. We have coordinating conjunctions. Okay, let's just... We have coordinating conjunctions, and we have subordinating conjunctions, right? Where's my pen? Okay, now what's the difference between coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions? Coordinating conjunctions, they connect words, phrases, or sentences that are equally important in a sentence. Okay? There is a word that you can easily remember coordinating conjunctions. It's called fun boys. I'm sorry. Fun boys. Fanboys. That is for that is and, then we have no, there is but, or, I'm sorry, or, yet, and so. Fun boys. Coordinating conjunctions connect words, phrases, or sentences that are equally important. Okay? For example, I like tea and coffee. I like tea and coffee. Here, both of the words are equally important, tea and coffee, right? Or, do you want pizza or pasta? They are equally important, right? Or, she's tired, but she keeps studying. She is tired, but she keeps studying. Now, have a question. What do you think? What is the reason that in this sentence there is no comma, whereas in this sentence I've used comma? It's fun boys. Fun boys, right? They are coordinating conjunctions. Shows differences. Yeah, they show differences. However, there are some sentences we can use. For example, let me think. With but. For example, yeah, he is young with yet. He is young yet wise. For example, he is young yet wise. Shows the difference. However, there is no comma. The main thing to understand, we use comma, when there are two sentences that can be complete. They are complete. She is tired. She keeps studying. Right? They are two separate sentences. They are independent sentences. We can use them separately and they still make sense, right? She's tired. She keeps studying. When there are two sentences that still make sense, we are talking about coordinating conjunctions, we separate them with comma. However, here, can I use coffee? It doesn't make sense. Only coffee, right? Or and coffee. It doesn't make sense. So no comma is needed. I like tea and coffee. He is young yet wise. Right? I like apples and bananas. No comma is needed. Okay? Or she is smart but shy. No comma is needed. But let's do an example with so now. I was hungry. I was hungry. So I ate a sandwich. Yeah, so shows the result. Exactly, Xiao. So we use commas when we have two independent sentences, right? And note that we are talking about coordinating conjunctions now. They connect words, sentences, phrases that are equally important. However, we separate them with commas if the sentences or words or phrases are independent. We can use them separately and still make sense, right? Here, I was hungry. I ate a sandwich. Both of them are independent sentences, right? Even if we use them without each one, with another one, they still make sense. I was hungry. I ate a sandwich, right? And remember, with coordinating conjunctions, we use fun boys, that is, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Another example, she likes neither coffee nor tea. Do we need a comma here? She likes neither coffee nor tea. She likes neither coffee nor tea. Can I add a comma here? She likes neither coffee nor tea. What do you think? No, exactly. Naughty doesn't make sense, right? Naughty. Okay, another example with we have you can talk. Sorry, you can walk. You can walk. Or you can take a bus. Shows choice. You can walk or you can take a bus. Can I put a comma here? You can walk or you can take a bus. Okay, so yes, Serenita, exactly. Why? Can I say you can walk? You can walk. Exactly. Both sentences make sense, right? You can walk is a complete sentence. You can take a bus is a complete sentence. So when there are two sentences equally important and both of them make sense separately, we need comma. You can walk or you can take a bus. Okay? Another. Both of them make sense, right? Another. I wanted to go, but it was raining. It was raining. Do we need a comma? I wanted to go, but it was raining. I wanted to go, but it was raining. Oh, hi, Osrin. How are you? Excellent, Serenita. Yeah, we need a comma. I wanted to go, but it was raining. Let's have a look both of the sentences separately. I wanted to go. It was raining. Okay? Oh, I know that was rain. Maybe somehow I managed to do evening classes for we can do some readings, so you can join us. Another example, she's smart, but shy. Do we need a comma here? She's smart, but shy. Okay. Leah, if you don't understand something, feel free to ask, lovely. Okay? Let's have a look at, can we say just shy? Is these words a complete sentence? Just shy, if we say shy. Does it make sense? No, right? She's smart, yes. The first sentence makes sense. But shy, it's incomplete, right? So we don't need a comma. Another example, he is tired, yet he keeps working. He's tired, yet he keeps working. Do we need a comma here? What do you think? He's tired, yet he keeps working. We need a comma. Why? Because both of the sentences make sense. They are complete sentences, independent sentences, right? So note that we're talking about coordinating conjunctions, not subordinatings, okay? Only coordinatings. That is fun boys, right? For, and, no, but, or, yet, so. So when we have these conjunctions, we already know that we connect two sentences, words or phrases that are equally important. Okay? However, we use commas with coordinatings only if there are two sentences and both of them are complete sentences. If we separate them, they still make sense. But it was raining. It's a complete sentence. I wanted to go. It's a complete sentence. Okay? Any last minute questions? And then we can move on to the subordinating conjunctions. Okay, last sentence. I was hungry for I skipped breakfast. I was hungry for I skipped breakfast. Shows the reason why I was hungry. Okay, let's separate these sentences without for. Let's say you don't see here for. It's ghosting both of the sentences. I was hungry is a complete sentence. It gives us information that someone was hungry. The sentence is complete. We can add a full stop at the end of the sentence. I skipped breakfast. This sentence also is complete. It makes sense. We can use it separately and still make sense, right? And of course, we can add a full stop at the end of the sentence. That is, both of the sentences are independent sentences. We use only here coordinating conjunction to connect these two sentences to make our speech more natural and easier to understand, right? Therefore, we need a comma after the word hungry, before fun boys, before a coordinating conjunction. We need a comma. Okay? And last example, I like Tom and Mark. Do we need a comma here? Nope. Excellent. Why? Because only Mark doesn't make sense. And what about this one? I like Tom and I like Mark. What about this one? We need it. Very well done. And let's move on to the subordinatings. Subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions are words that connect a dependent clause to an independent. Dependent. So, what is a clause? Clause in English. It's a grammar word when it comes to the sentences. Clause is a group of words that contains subject and a verb. Okay? Clause, subject plus verb. Subordinating conjunctions are words such as because, since, as, although. Since, while, even though, what else? Until, as soon as, while, well, okay, whereas. Hello, Maureen. They are subordinating conjunctions and they connect a dependent clause to an independent clause. Okay? What is a dependent clause? Dependent clause always needs someone or something stand next to them or before them. They cannot stand alone. Okay? Where are they? Okay. For example, Tom say with the Tom. Tom is, I don't know, happy because he bought a house. Here we have independent clause. Tom is happy. It's a complete sentence, right? Because he bought a house is dependent sentence. It needs an independent clause to complete the sentence and make sense of the full sentence, right? Because he bought a house. Subordinating conjunctions are words that connect dependent clause to an independent clause. So, let's say dependent clause, someone that always needs someone to be happy, depends on someone, dependent clause. There are lots of people that are similar to the dependent clause, right? There are some people that always need someone or something to be happy in life, right? They are dependent clauses. Dependent clauses. What is a clause? A group of words that has a subject and a verb. They are dependent clauses. And there are independent clauses. Imagine people that are always happy. And they listen to the music. Even if they are alone, they are still happy with their own company. They are independent clauses. They still make sense when they stand alone. For example, here, Tom is happy, let's say. It's an independent clause. We don't need any other information. The sentence is complete on its own. Tom is happy. It's an independent clause. Dependent clause always needs independent clause to be happy, to make sense, to be complete sentence. Dependent clause always needs independent clause. Okay? Tom is happy because he bought a house. Or we can say, because he bought a house, he is happy. You're very welcome. Okay? So we can say, Tom is happy because he bought a house. He bought a house. However, now note that we are talking about subordinating clauses. If you don't see fun boys here that connect sentence, fun boys, that means it's not a coordinating conjunction, it's a subordinating conjunction. Okay? Tom is happy because he bought a house. we can say. Now, note that I haven't used comma. That's why I'm saying now we're talking about subordinating clauses that has different rules. Okay? Tom is happy because he bought a house. No comma is used. Can you tell me, first one is a dependent clause or independent clause? Can someone tell me? First one before the words because, it's an independent or dependent clause? Very well done, Maury, Leah, excellent. It's an independent clause. Okay? So, rule number one, when we are talking about subordinating clauses, if the first one is independent, if the first one is independent clause, no comma. No comma here. No comma. If we start a sentence with a dependent clause, because he bought a house, he is happy. Now we need a comma. Okay? Because he bought a house, he's happy. Okay? Okay, another example. Although the house needed a lot of work, Tom is proud of it. Do I need a comma here? Although the house needed a lot of work, Tom is proud of it. Yes, exactly. Very well done. Why? Because we can see that we started the sentence with a subordinating conjunction, right? And we need a comma. Okay? Great. Okay. Let's have a look at the example sentence number 9. She likes apples and oranges. Can you please find a conjunction here? Thank you, Leah, very much. Thank you that we reached the 10K. Okay. Conjunctions. Can you find, please, a conjunction in the sentence and then tell me, is it a subordinating conjunction or a coordinating conjunction? Number 9. Number 9. Exactly, Maury. It's a coordinating conjunction, right? What about number 8? Number 8. It's still coordinating, right? Coordinating conjunction. As we, where is it? Fun boys, right? For and nor, but, or yet. So they are all coordinating conjunctions. Why should we know that? Because the rules are different, especially with a comma, right? We can see here we have full complete sentences. I wanted to play football. It started raining. And we separate them with a comma, right? Coordinating conjunction. Tom can go to the park or stay at home. Tom can go to the park or stay at home. Still coordinating. Very well done. Coordinating. I studied hard because I wanted to pass the exam. I studied hard because I wanted to pass the exam. Subordinating. Excellent. I studied hard because I wanted to pass the exam. no comma. However, if we started the sentence with, because I wanted to pass the exam, I studied hard, then we would use a comma, right? And number 12, she's smart, so she solves problems quickly. She's smart, so she solves problems quickly. It's a coordinating. Very well done, Maury. It's a coordinating. Excellent. Okay, guys, finally we can wrap up the parts of speech in English, right? And can move on to the parts of speech from Monday. Okay. So, I'm going to upload this live lesson on YouTube. If you want to rewatch our previous live lesson on the parts of speech, you already know how to find me on YouTube. I go on live from Monday to Friday from 10:30 to 12:30 European time. And from Monday, we're going to learn phrasal verbs in English. If you are new here, Sirenita, Jasmine, Maury, they already know some of the rules, how we form phrasal verbs. They were joining me almost from the beginning, right? Me almost from the beginning, right?